Hey guys, it's Nutcase. In today's video, I'm going to be talking over a commission I did, I believe earlier last month. I've had this video kind of sitting here, but I wanted to use it. But it's not something I really need to talk through the process because you guys have seen me do flat colors before. But today's subject is going to be on Patreon. It's not going to be about you supporting me on Patreon or anything like that, but it's actually about the whole Patreon, I don't know if I want to say controversy, but the fee change that they had decided to do at one point. They had put out a notice last week that they had this new price structure happening, and basically, instead of the creators as in, you know, the people that you're funding, whenever you go into Patreon and you're like, I'm gonna fund that person for $1. Usually, as the creators, we had to take the fee, which isn't a big deal, because, like, you know, they had systems in place so we knew exactly how much we actually got, so it wasn't an issue, because we would know, like, okay, I make 100, but I actually get, like, this much from it because of fees and everything. That's fine. Sorry, I'm also still sick. But, they had decided to change it to where instead of the Patreon creators having to pay the fee, it was gonna be the backers. And maybe this could have been a better, like, they could have done it in a better way and it wouldn't have been so bad, but it highly impacted the $1, $2 Patreon backers, because there's a lot of people that instead of just taking all their money and backing one artist on Patreon, they back 20 or 30 different artists. So with the new price scale, instead of, hang on, I'm calculating this up. Instead of it just being $1 per artist, it would be $1.38, which, you know, it's like tax, whatever, you know, that's not too much, whatever, it's just $1, almost $2. It is when you talk about backing 20 artists. $1.38, you plan on spending $20, and you back 20 artists, and instead of that, you're backing $1.38 with the fees. So instead of 20, you're spending $27.60, which is $7 more than what you'd planned on going on and supporting for. So maybe you have an overdraft or something, and then you don't actually get to support people or something like that. But also, like, you know, it scares people away. Because what they could do instead is take that $20 and back a single person, and the fee is a lot less than having to spread it over all of, you know, Patreon or the people that they want to support. So basically it limited who they would be able to support and for how much, and instead of just being able to give everyone a little love, they would have to either A, leave Patreon and just not support on there, which honestly a lot of people were claiming they were going to do, or 2, just back 1 or 2 artists, because it would be more cost effective to do that with fees and everything. So this was scary for me because YouTube supports my Patreon videos. The reason I put out 2 videos a week is because of Patreon. I only make about 150 after all the fees, plus whatever I support other creators with, so I make probably about 100 after everything. And so I was going to have to go in and stop supporting people too, because I was like, oh, I can't support people if I'm going to be getting more and more fees on it. But, you know, again, they had the tools in place, so I knew exactly how much I was going to have. But I don't know. It seemed like a money grab to me, and I wasn't going to support Patreon after that. Like, I was telling my Patreon backers, I was like, hey, if they actually go through with this, I'm shutting down my Patreon, because this is ridiculous. Like, they shouldn't be passing the fees on to you. They should be, you know, working with us to do it. Now, that being said, today is Wednesday of me recording this. The CEO and co-founder of Patreon actually came out and said, okay, we're not going to do this. We're sorry. We realized that we messed up. We still have some changes to do, but obviously this isn't the way to do it. So for now, they're not going to be doing something like this. In the future, we don't know what they're going to be doing because they still want to fix something. There's something that's with their processing system or something, I don't know exactly, that they're not happy with. I don't know if it's a cash grab for them or they're not making as much money that they need to support the site. I don't know, but I'm just glad that they did listen to us and, you know, the people that use Patreon in general, that this wasn't okay. Like, this wasn't a good move for them. But so really that being said, like, I'm glad that they listened to us. And I really wanted to thank Patreon for doing that and listening to us and saying, hey, we see our creators, we see our backers, you know, not liking this. We understand, and we're going to change it. So for now, I'm still sticking with Patreon. We'll see what comes down the road. But yeah, I'll actually have my link to my Patreon in the end card, as I normally do. That was going to be another thing if I had to deal with the end card changing and deleting it all from all of my YouTube videos. That would have been awful. But yeah, hope you guys liked this video. Sorry it was a little ranty, ravey about Patreon, but I hope you guys at least like the final image of this Kobold Alchemist, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!